Alright, listen up guys. Before we dive into Venom the Last Dance, let me throw out a big, bold spoiler warning. If you haven't seen it yet, consider this your last chance to turn back, unless, of course, you love spoilers and chaos. In that case, you're in the right place. Seriously, don't blame me if I ruin a plot twist though, let's be honest. It's a plot so twisty even the writers may not fully understand it. Starting with negative points. Okay, where do we even start with this plot? Imagine you took a road trip comedy, tossed in a giant space god villain, a government conspiracy, and Eddie Brock just trying to keep it all together and then blended it at high speed with no lid on. That's Venom, The Last Dance. Eddie and Venom are on this wild, confusing journey that feels like Thelma and Louise but with more teeth and tentacles. Every 5 minutes, you're wondering, wait, what just happened? Meet Knoll. He's supposed to be the big bad, right? The literal god of the symbiotes. Sounds cool, right? Well, he kind of just floats around in the background, looking ominous, without actually doing much. It's like they added him just to have a god-level villain, but forgot to actually give him screen time. If you blink, he's there, blink again, and poof, he's gone. Like a magic trick, but unintentional. You remember those video games where everything is just flashing lights and pixels flying at you? Yeah, that's half the movie. The CGI is impressive. Don't get me wrong, but it's like they thought, what if we just threw more tentacles in here? There are so many explosions, tendrils, and slow-mo moments that by the end, you're left with visual whiplash and possibly minor vertigo. Eddie and Venom, they're basically that couple that just can't quit each other but also can't stand each other. Their bickering is funny until it's not. It's like watching your two friends argue in the car on a long road trip where you're stuck in the back seat. Sure, at first, it's entertaining, but halfway through you're just praying for silence. They really threw the symbiote army at us. But here's the thing, these new symbiotes get barely any screen time to shine. They show up, look cool, maybe throw a punch or two, and then disappear. It's like Marvel when shopping for symbiotes and just had to buy in bulk. Now moving to the positive points. Tom Hardy, man, he's like a one-man show in here, giving it his all. He's talking to himself, wrestling himself, and somehow making us care. He's like the actor you'd want to have with you in an escape room, fully committed and ready to go all in. And let's be real, it's pretty funny when it works. There's a scene where Venom goes full karaoke mode, and let's just say it's worth the price of admission. Venom even sings "I Will Survive" like he's living out his own karaoke dream. These are the moments where the film doesn't take itself too seriously, and I wish we had more of that. Love it or hate it, Venom, The Last Dance has style. It's loud, chaotic, and over the top, and if you're into that, you're gonna have a great time. This movie isn't here to win Oscars. It's here to give you a ridiculous, brain-bending experience, and for that, I have to give it props. Yes, believe it or not, it manages to get a little emotional toward the end. Eddie and Venom part ways, or do they? It's the kind of goodbye you'd expect from a buddy who refuses to leave. There's an oddly touching moment that feels like the end of an era, and as a fan, I kind of felt that. Alright, let's sum it up. Venom the Last Dance is a roller coaster where half the time you're laughing, half the time you're confused, and the other half, you're just bracing for whatever crazy thing's about to happen next. If you're looking for logic, you'll be disappointed. But if you're here for pure, chaotic fun, maybe a little tear, and a lot of Hardy doing his thing, you just might have a blast. So would I recommend it? Sure, if you love the wild side of Venom. Otherwise, maybe wait until it's streaming. Just be sure you're ready to laugh, cringe, and maybe even tear up a little bit. Until next time, stay symbiotic, everyone. And if you already watched, comment how was that movie.